back, sweet friends. There is a nonprofit, a local nonprofit that helps kids living with life-threatening conditions be a kid again, just providing joy and hope. I love it. It's my pleasure to have the executive director of A Kid Again, Amy, joining me. Thanks for being here. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for having us.
Of course. A Kid Again provides that hope, happiness, and healing in the lives of families raising a child with life-threatening conditions. So how do you do that? Tell us.
We do that by providing ongoing, cost-free, carefree adventures. For instance, we started the year at the Detroit Pistons. We took about 1,000 family members down to Little Caesars Arena and just gave families an opportunity to just be a family without worrying about the medical complexities that their child's going through.
I love that. So how are kids eligible to become a part?
Yeah, they can enroll at akidagain.org, and they have to be qualified in one of the conditions that deems life-threatening by a medical physician. So we have about 400 different qualifying conditions. Some of them have to have a secondary condition, but for instance, sickle cell, type 1 diabetes, cystic fibrosis, cancer at any stage are some of the qualifying conditions.
Sure. And I know that the kids, they see so many hospitals, needles, doctors all the time. So for them to have these adventures, tell me, I can see the smile right here in this young girl's face. Tell me, what is that like when you go out with them, when you see them after they're on these adventures?
I light up because of the parents.
Oh, yes.
The parents watching their child create a memory and be happy and just be able to be a kid again.
I can imagine.
That's Winnie, by the way, who was just on the screen.
Okay.
Her and her family come to a lot of the adventures, but just being able to have that moment, and we also treat siblings the same. So the siblings, if you come to one of our adventures or if you see our program, unless there's an outward physical condition of the child, you're not going to know who's the child and who's the sibling, because we treat siblings the same.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you're a nonprofit, so I know that you welcome donations, and I'm sure volunteers and all that. How can we help you continue this wonderful, fantastic mission that you're doing?
There's contributing financially, volunteering with us, or if you know a family who may qualify, enrolling with us. And that all can be done at akidagain.org. To find the Michigan chapter, you can go to akidagain.org/Michigan. And
you started the Michigan chapter here. Tell me why you're so passionate about doing this.
I did. I thought you might ask that question. So my youngest son was born with a condition called craniosynostosis, and at 4 months old, he had to have a cranial vault remodeling surgery, so he had to have his skull remodeled. And he was in ICU for about 5 days at University of Michigan Children's Hospital and CS Mott. And I just remember at that time I was part of the nonprofit community. And I knew at some point in my nonprofit journey I wanted to give back to families who had to endure lifelong conditions. My son's surgery was able to correct itself, but he didn't have further complications from that. But that wasn't the case for many of the families that I saw in the hospital during that time period. So I previously was with another nonprofit, and as soon as this opening came up that they were looking for an executive director to start this chapter, I knew this was the calling I had been looking for.
Yes, definitely. And you know what? You are a blessing, and you're a guardian angel to so many families.
Thank you.
Thank you for what you do. We appreciate it. Love you so much. Yes. Oh, so all this information about how you can donate and help them continue their mission will be on our website, WNEM.com. If you have any ideas, my friends, on what you'd like to see in our show, you can send them to us at WNEM-4PM News at WNEM.com. Just use the subject 4 p.m. News Spotlight.